Okay, everyone, we are going to go ahead and look at how to use QuickTime to record a video of you talking and showing something. So the first thing I'm going to do is open up the PDF or materials I want to show. That could be in your tab, in a Chrome tab, it could be anywhere on your desktop. I'm going to open up this PDF that we will read with our students this semester in English. So I'm going to have that open on the side, ready to go. I'm going to close all. I'm going to make sure this is all my students can see of my screen. Make sure there's nothing else we don't want them to see, just the thing that they can see, because it's going to record our whole screen when we do this. So, okay, we've got our thing we want to record. Then we're going to go into QuickTime Player, which mine's down here. If you don't have yours down here, you can search for it at the top in the Spotlight search. All right, it's going to pop up with this, like it wants you to open something for QuickTime to view. You're just going to click cancel. We're going to go up here, make sure it says QuickTime Player on the top, File, New Movie Recording. Okay, that's going to pop up a little video of me. I'm going to keep that whatever size I want it to be for my students to see. Maybe you want to start in full screen and go down. It's usually what I like to do. And then you're going to go New Screen Recording. Then you're going to go File, View, Float on top. That makes sure your video is up front and that you don't lose it. And then you want to go File, New Screen Recording. The options, make sure you check this. You want to click Show Mouse Clicks. That's going to, well, I do. That you may not want to, but I want to show my students where my mouse is. So if you want to show your students where your mouse is, hit Show Mouse Clicks. I have Show Floating the Thumbnail, Remember Last Selection, Built-in Microphone, Timer, and Save to Desktop. Those are what I like to check before I start. And I have a little timer on. You're going to leave Record Entire Screen on unless you want to record a selected portion. I think it's easier just record the whole thing. And then you're just going to hit record. And in those 5 seconds, it's going to start recording me here. I might make it big. Hello, students. Today we're going to read this introduction from Amy Tan. Shrink myself down, and then I can go ahead through and show what it is I'm trying to show. And if you want to add like annotations during your video, you can go up here to this little drawing tool and underline things while you're reading. And then when you're ready to finish, you're just going to come up here to the top and hit that stop button. And it's going to save this to your desktop. So let's close out of all of this. And that's going to be on my desktop. I'm going to open iMovie. And then once we get into iMovie, we're going to select a new project. Create new movie. Import media. Okay, I know my screen recording's on the desktop, so I've got desktop selected up here. I'm going to scroll down to my screen recording. I didn't change the name of it, so it's going to be the last thing I recorded. All right, and I'm going to hit import selected. All right, so now I've got my video up there that I made on QuickTime. And because I am using a green screen, I'm going to need to do this next step. You may not need to do this if you're not using a green screen, but I'm going to show you real quick in case you would like to. So I'm going to slide my iMovie over here. Let's shrink my video for now. And I'm going to go into my folder. Sorry, my desktop's so messy. This is my personal laptop. And you're going to click on backgrounds. And I have some these are I like to keep a folder of all my green screen backgrounds I like to use. I'm going to use this one because when our video moves around the screen, it'll if your video's down here, this is the only thing that your video will show. So I like to use a solid background when I'm doing my QuickTime videos. So you're just going to import that by dragging and dropping it down into the bottom. This has to be your first layer. Your green screen has to be the first layer because you're going in front of it, so it has to come first. Now this video is too big. Now this screen is too big. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to drag our video down on top of it, and it should be over top of it, kind of like a little bubble or a text blurb. We're just going to drag this to the end. There's a better way to do this. I can make my video smaller and just stretch it to the end like that. Okay. So what you're going to do is click on the top layer, which is your video. And if you wanted to crop out parts of it, you could do this. Go into this right here and crop it, but I'm not going to do that. And then you can go to this little pancake up here, and it's automatically going to be set to cutaway, but you want it to be green blue screen. And then what I'm in front of should turn to a green screen. It didn't. Usually it does. So I'm going to take this little cleanup eraser tool and show it what is green. Okay, there you go. Now it found it that it's the green screen. Okay, so there you go. It is recording. It has changed it into a green screen. All right, and you can see some other parts are green screen as well. I didn't have great lighting when I did this, so that is why. But so now you're just, if you wanted to like crop out the beginning, you could slide it over until you know you're in your starting place and drag it over, or you can find the starting place you want. Make sure your video is in yellow. Click there, and you're going to go Command B. You're just going to hold those in, and then that's the chunk you don't want. So you're just going to hit delete while it says yellow and drag it over. You can do the same thing with the end, you know, and just make sure you're not recording weird parts. Then let's say this is all we need. We're just going to upload that. Up here, this button is going to take you to the export. You can either do it as a file if you just want to upload it separately. I just always put mine on YouTube because I have a little YouTube channel, and I put all of them as unlisted. So my students can see it if they have a link, but people can't like find it when they search YouTube. So I just put unlisted because I don't need everyone to be able to find this. And then you're just going to rename it, and you'll hit. And so you can see right down here the email address you're uploading to YouTube with. This is the one I'm always going to use. So if you have one, sign in there. If you don't have one, you're going to want to make one probably. It's the best way to just upload videos because they're really not a time length, and you can put the link on anything and you don't have to upload the full file. And then it's just going to make sure you don't have any copyrighted material, so obviously don't use any songs or anything, and click publish. But I don't really want to do that, so I'm just going to cancel that. And this little button that shows up here, this little pie, is going to be full when you're done uploading it. Okay, so that is the very, very, very simple, fast way to do it.